We believe that this type of technology with microcontroller characteristics and hardware accelerated AI is really going to be able to bring faster AI and more kind of responsive systems based on that to the market.
So it's Eamon again with IP Exchange here at the bustling Arrow booth at Embedded World 2023 on the second day. I'm here with Henrik from Alif Semiconductor, and he's going to tell us about these new MCUs, are they?
They are.
Yes.
Cool. Thanks, Eamon. So my name is Henrik Flodell. I'm from Alif Semiconductor, and we're here in the Arrow booth this year demonstrating the latest demos that we brought out on our Ensemble families of microprocessors or microcontrollers and fusion processors. And what we're doing in this particular demo is we're running a facial tracking and detection demo. It's running on our E3 MCU device at over 142 inferences per second, which is blazingly fast for a microcontroller type product. So we believe that this type of technology with microcontroller characteristics and hardware accelerated AI is really going to be able to bring faster AI and more kind of responsive systems based on that to the market. And with that, of course, much lower power consumption, because when you can do the artificial intelligence processing that quick, you can go to sleep faster and you can save more battery that way.
So yeah, all very, very fantastic stuff. So, I mean, obviously that speed, that many frames per second, that is a differentiating factor, and we're all about disruptive technology at IP Exchange. What would you think is the ideal sweet spot of an application that an engineer might want to use this kind of chip in? Bearing in mind it's very new.
Yeah, so essentially we designed the Ensemble product family to combine a number of a big number of like latest generation type IP in a single package. And on the AI side, really what we deliver, right? You talk about machine learning on microcontrollers, you tend to talk about the three V's of use cases: vibration, voice, and video. And when it comes to microcontrollers, they can more or less handily handle the vibration use cases because it tends to be slow-moving data. And even like limited cores like Cortex M4s and things like that can process it. But then voice, it starts to get a little bit complicated if you go kind of beyond the traditional keyboard spotting. And video is usually completely out of the question for these type of systems.
The next level up.
Yeah, because there's so much data coming in. But the thing is, if you can offload the neural networks from the main MCU core and you can have dedicated hardware accelerators that can run that fast, you can handily handle the video use cases. I'm not talking, 4K, 60 frames per second streaming video, but in terms of like machine-to-machine type applications where, you need to be able to sense the environment using probably a combination of voice and vision and be able to notice that, hang on, something is happening and it's crossing a threshold for that thing that is happening to be interesting for an operator. I can go in and run some inferencing to classify and try to determine exactly what it is, and then I can call out and have an operator take an action based on this event. So this is the kind of use cases that we enable in essentially a single chip pipeline, because we also have the camera interfaces and the display output interfaces in the same device, as well as gobs of memory for all the buffers that you need. So it's kind of a one chip, we do it all type approach.
Oh, nice. So I'm guessing this is kind of an evaluation board to showcase the technology in all its glory. Would that be the main way that you evaluate the chip before you wanted to put it in your own product, or are there other ways that you would evaluate it?
Well, we work mainly with these type of evaluation boards for our customers because it's just a very quick way for them to, on the one hand, run the demos and examples that we have provided that they can download for free from our GitHub and just work with, and then also for them to do their own prototyping. We have other boards. This board is kind of more application oriented because it has a lot of peripherals. It has microphones and external memories and screens and things like that. But for people that actually want to just get a board and start doing a design before they have to spin their own PCBs, we also have solutions for them where we bring out all the signals and headers. They can attach, whatever devices that they want to work with, and they can really get moving on their design that way. And then, once they're comfortable with that the performance of the processor is going to meet their needs, then they can get to prototyping on their own PCBs. So you can kind of get a head start on the software development that way.
So this basically just helps get it all together. You don't have to think as much before you try and implement this kind of capability with the microcontroller.
Yeah, I mean, we have tons of slideware and PowerPoint presentation where we make a lot of claims about what we can do, but this shows it, and a picture's worth 1,000 words. You see it working, and you see the performance, then you tend to, be more inclined to believe what we say in the rest of the presentation. So, and it's also really handy at shows like this because, it's eye-catching. People walk up and go, wow, it's really tracking me as I'm moving around, and even though it's only using milliwatts of power and not like, the kind of things that you have to hook up a car battery to because it needs to run like teraflops to do the inferencing.
Cool. So I think that's a pretty good scoop on Alif's new board. So this is available at the moment or soon to be?
Well, so the Ensemble family is going to be available in mass production quantities in just a couple of months from Aero Electronics, our lead global distribution house. They are also selling our boards, we are also selling our boards through Aero, so you'll be able to find them there, as well as the devices themselves. And also you can go to our website, alifsemi.com, if you want more information about Alif the company or the product families and all the other good stuff from us.
Nice. So I always like to, at the end of an interview at a big show like this, ask, how's it going? How are you finding Embedded World 2023 on the second day?
I enjoy going to Embedded World. I've been there many times, and in some ways it's always, you see all the people that you collaborate with, and they're in one location and you get a chance to interact with them. It's really fun. And we've had a lot of very interesting conversations with lead customers of ours at this show as well, and kind of just being in this space and dealing with this type of technology and hearing all the use cases that people are envisioning. Yeah, it's very inspiring.
Well, that was Henrik from Alif Semiconductor. Very nice to meet you, Henrik.
Good to meet you too.
I'm sure we'll be writing about more Alif products in the future as well.
Thank you so much.
So that was another great demonstration of machine learning, machine vision at Embedded World, this time from Alif Semiconductor. They're an up-and-comer, so if you'd like to test their devices, you'll be among the first in line. Check out the description.